Are you guys okay that we videotape you and your voices will be heard by other students?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I guess we'll just start with the structural part of your family. So the first question is, who is in your family?
Us.
Us.
Go ahead, Maddie. Who's in your family?
My mom and my dad and my brother. Kim, Dean, and Cole.
And Maddie.
And Madison.
And who all lives in the household?
Dean, Kim, and Cole. Maddie's away at school.
I can't do this.
Do you consider anyone who doesn't live with you a part of your family, other than extended family? Like friends or like family?
Yeah,
like
I would think so.
But they don't live with us.
They don't live with us.
Yeah, they don't live with you, but like they're a part of your life, and you consider them
Like when they can just walk in your door.
family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah, Robin. The Narvisons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
Okay.
Or even, yeah, even technically that would be even
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Is there a ranking order within your family? Like, is there someone who's like the leader?
Mom.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know.
Depends on the day.
It depends. It depends on what it's about. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm gonna say no. It's like 50% of the time. It's
You
like
two would know
one or
that.
the other.
I don't know. I think it's.
It's like 50% of the time. So no, there's not.
No leader.
There's not one individual.
Are your
person.
parents obviously above you, or is everyone equal?
Probably above us?
Probably for the one who doesn't live in the house.
Yeah.
The one who doesn't live in the house, yes.
Are there any boundaries within your family? Like, I guess the first question is, do you have anyone, or like, this can kind of be towards an individual. Like, is there someone in your family that you go to about like certain problems? Like, is
I
there...
don't know. I think we're all pretty close.
Yeah.
Like, we're a close family. I mean, our boundaries aren't inappropriate boundaries. Like, I don't just, like, walk around. I don't know, doing inappropriate things. But, like,
No, I think we're.
Like, we can talk to any of us.
We have
Any
open
one of us can
boundaries,
talk to
but
any one of us,
appropriate.
and we
Not
work
anything.
together to solve most things as a group, I would say.
Do you ever wish you had like more support? Like, like, is there a certain time in your life where?
No, I think we're good.
No, I think when the kids were younger, it would have been nice to have more family around, but
I would agree, when the kids were little.
Yeah.
not so much as the
We
older
didn't
they
have
got.
any, they didn't
Yeah,
have
we
any,
didn't have any
like,
close family.
close family.
Like
Close enough to
nearby.
help
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
I guess you guys don't really have boundaries or anything, but is there any tension caused by like when someone talks to a certain person or like?
No.
We don't have, like, family drama.
No family drama. Okay. How about like, so we'll go into subsystems. So this is like everyone are, well, are there like certain jobs that the girls in the house would do versus the guys? Like, is there like girl jobs? and
Well,
boy
actually,
jobs?
technically, if you want to, like, go against roles, dad cooks. Mom doesn't cook.
That's a true statement.
If you want to, like,
Yeah.
And I
that's,
do
like,
all the
where-
cleaning up from dinner. He does most of the cooking.
Dad-
I clean the bathrooms.
Yep.
Yeah.
The guys will not touch the bathrooms, but then
I do laundry when
but
she's
you will
gone.
do laundry.
No, Dad does laundry. Dad
You
does laundry
vacuum.
a lot of the time, I feel like.
And you'll do floors, but nobody else will do the bathroom but me.
And then we just got one of those robot things for our floors. So.
Yeah, that makes life easier. Robo can clean the floor.
So do any of these jobs, like who is in charge of them, does any of that like cause stress between anyone? Like,
No, it doesn't cause stress, except when two people in the house don't pick up any of their stuff.
Cole causes stress because Cole is like a tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. The socks are still behind the couch that have been there for 2 weeks.
He rolls up his wrappers of stuff and will stick it in between, like, if like this was like a bar of some sort, he'll like stick it in there. So does he. Both do. You do it too, though. I've seen you do it.
Not really. We don't about all of it, right? But yes, yeah, I mean.
No.
whenever you guys are like doing things as a family or like just anyone end up in separate groups? Is there separate groups or teams between people?
I guess if like we're gonna go out, like if like we go to River Hills Mall or something, like naturally I think those two go do their own thing and we go do our own thing.
Yeah, like girls do one
Yeah.
thing.
But I mean,
Guys
like
do
I'm not
another.
like a like I mean like I'd go to like the mall and grab something with my brother, though. It's not like it's like super strict boundaries on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess so. Like mom and I would do our thing and the boys go do their
I
thing.
think that's just more about we have more similar likes
Yeah.
and they have more
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, like if I was into like hunting, if I was into hunting and stuff, like I would go
Well, like
do that
we
stuff
walk,
with them.
even if you just walk into Shields, right?
Oh,
The
yeah.
boys are gonna go upstairs
Yeah.
and we're
And
gonna go look at clothes.
Yeah.
And
Jeans and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, now we'll go into the extended family. So who is in your extended family?
Okay, well, so we have a really kind of
Funky.
funky, messed up family.
Better watch it. They'll start to bite it.
Well, so my parents are divorced. So we have my stepmom and my dad, and then we have my mom and my stepdad. My stepmom didn't have any biological children, but she raised 2 girls. So they're kind of like family because
We
they've
grew
always
up. We
been
just grew
there.
up calling them aunt.
Yeah.
Like they're just our aunts. That's
They're
just
our
how it is.
aunts, even though they're not really related.
Yeah.
And then your family is normal.
Mine's traditional.
Yeah, your
Traditional.
family is traditional.
So all the boys.
But your
Oh,
dad
yeah.
has passed away, so we
Yeah.
only have your mom on
Mhm.
that side, and then he has
What do you
four
older brothers.
older brothers.
And then is there a lot of cousins?
So you have
Cole and I have. Do we? Are we? I mean, yeah, we're gonna come. We're gonna tell them.
yeah. Let's see if they get it right.
Oh wait, are we counting her side or his?
Both.
Oh.
All your cousins.
So we got Cameron, Rachel, Bo, Bert,
Ben.
Bo, Ben, Ty, Mari.
No.
3 from Mike,
2 from Matt and Pam.
2 from Matt and Pam.
2
Oh,
from
2 from
Dude,
Dude.
And Lynn.
12, 13, 14, 15, Kylie and Fenna. Was that 15?
I think
16?
it must be about right. I've never actually counted them
No.
all.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
Very seldom do we.
We don't all get together.
Yeah,
We
it's just
Yeah, we
impossible.
very rarely
Yeah.
have everybody in one place.
Well, yeah. Do you get together like with Dean's family?
Yeah, but only like a
Siblings or, like,
handful
his
of like
family?
specific cousins, really. Or like our Uncle Mike is always up north, so like we always see Kendra, and Kayla. and Michelle's married.
But we don't see like
We don't see Kylie and McKenna ever. Like the 2 last names that I just listed, I haven't seen them since.
because
before I
they're no,
graduated.
but they're no
They're
Claire.
different-
They're in a
they're
different
different
state,
scouts.
and then Bo and Ben
Oh,
are in
yeah.
a different state, and then Cameron and Rachel are in
Yep.
Atlanta.
And then Mari and Ty practically live in Canada.
And they're almost in Canada. Yeah, they're almost in Canada. So everybody's scattered.
They're all
Spread
just
out.
spread out.
Mom's family's everywhere. Our family's like pretty much in the Minnesota area, but spread out in Minnesota.
Do you think if they like lived closer, would you be in contact with them more?
Probably. I think it'd be different.
I think it would be different. I think we definitely would be in contact more. I think we would definitely hang out with T and Jeremy and the kids more. And I think you definitely would see Cam and Rachel more.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So,
but
yeah.
everyone's still so like. But the thing about our family is everybody like does go and create their own lives. And everyone does get busy. Like,
Yeah.
We aren't the type of family just to sit around and be like,
Wait for somebody to do something.
are we getting together or not?
Right.
Yeah. Are you like super close with some of them? I know
Well, yeah, like
you
Cameron.
talked about the distance.
What?
But you talked about distance, but are you like really close with the ones that are nearby? Or
Well, like we grew up with Kendra
Well,
probably the most, and
yeah,
then like Cameron.
Uncle Mike had the 3 of them.
Michelle,
We
Caitlin,
see them
Kendra.
most.
Yeah, Michelle, Kayla, and Kendra are probably our closest cousins. And that's my dad's. It's the oldest brother out of them.
I think you would be definitely closer with Cameron and Rachel.
I would be closer with like Cameron and Cheyenne, but like you would be closer with like.
Rachel.
No, I was thinking like Kendra and like.
Well, he's already.
Yeah.
You would not be closer with Rachel.
I
I
mean,
mean,
there's
it was a really good But
So if there was like a family crisis, are they like available for help? Like would they all kind of come together?
Oh,
Yes.
yes, in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Even-
All of them would
yeah.
drop everything for anyone else in the family on either side.
Good family. So we'll look at, so there's like larger systems within like your family, so you guys both work, and those systems, are they like work or other social agencies or like illness support type groups if there was like a big illness? Are they involved in your family, like in any way?
you mean like hospice type services? Like
Hospice?
hospice? There's a plant. Hospice.
Like,
Pasta, and that was close, Maddie.
is work involved? Like, are you really close with like any work people? Or
Yeah, I'd say dads. We grew up around dad's coworkers and his work and stuff. Like
Is
they're
that what you're getting?
Well, there's that, and then there's also like social agencies. Like, I mean, you guys are in a family that would deal with like child protective.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
we don't have
like
we don't receive services like that.
no, like
Well,
most
not even
social
that, but we don't
agencies.
even deal with agencies like
No, we're
that.
not in
They're
any type of a
not
service.
anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so the most it would get to the extent of is like work.
Yes, exactly.
that's it.
That's
it.
the farthest it would go.
Yeah.
Okay. So how about your family ethnicity?
Very white on all sides.
Irish,
That's what I'm sorry.
German,
Still white.
Scottish, but yeah, European, I think is what you would probably say.
Yeah.
You're waving your hands around it, Jack.
Is there any certain like health practices that you follow like from your culture?
No.
Health practices? No.
Just the
You
normal.
need the Dayquil, you need the Dayquil.
No, there's
Yeah.
no health practices.
Dayquil, NyQuil,
I
vitamins.
don't think that's gonna.
How about like between generations? Has it like grandparents or like great grandparents?
I mean, Grandma Holler probably has a few random tricks up her sleeve, but she never would like impress them on us.
That's kind of what you're getting at?
Yeah, like
Certain like remedies or type of.
just
no,
like any weird health
No.
things, like generational stuff.
I don't think so.
Well, Grammy has a whole slew. We just don't follow those. That's my mother.
Yeah, that's true. She's got a lot of things.
She's
No,
got a lot
we
of
don't
things.
follow them though.
And we don't follow most of them.
That's
but,
what I'm saying. I think
what's
maybe-
funny is we were just there
I
because
think
she
maybe-
had the nutty pot out because her son was running.
Well, I'm sure
Brian
she was
showed
telling
up,
you
and then
about
Brian had, she was telling me. So she has her things.
I think maybe to like the very minor extent do we like try not to go towards like medicine like stuff right away. Like we're not like one to just like I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, like
but
I
nothing
have a cold,
extreme.
I'm going
But
to
like
the
yeah, I'm
doctor.
sure Grammy for sure, but like Grandma Holler,
No.
they have random tricks, but they don't ever try to like what Grammy does and push them on us.
So does that count like essential oils count?
Yeah.
Because I really like those.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, like
we
instead
do
of me
those.
taking ibuprofen,
It's
I'd
like a
rather do like an
complimentary
essential.
one.
I'd rather
Yeah.
do like an essential oil. It's just like
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen to your big words.
Okay, so then what is your race? Caucasian. We got to that point. Do you notice any like differences between your family, like in the community, or like other cultures, or?
just because our community.
Welcome to Belle Plaine. Unfortunately, it's not
Oh,
very
yeah, just like
diverse.
I mean, our community is extremely small. Everyone looks the same, talks the same, acts the same.
Yeah, so
It's a town of 6,000 people, basically farmers, and so therefore there's not a lot of diversity.
German, Irish, yeah,
50% is Irish.
yeah.
That's true.
Anglo-Saxon German. That's what we.
how about Maddie coming to college?
Oh God, yeah, that was awesome.
Like, so it was a positive experience.
It was a positive experience. It was eye-opening.
Wouldn't you really say that when you actually worked for the fund, the
Oh God,
alumni
yeah, that was
fund?
amazing.
Yeah.
The
It was awesome.
international students?
Well,
and
that was
stuff,
awesome
you
just
always
because like
talked
I was
about it.
able to form like relationships with them, and I was able to ask those like
Yeah.
type of questions that I wouldn't be comfortable asking like people I
Yeah.
wasn't friends with, you know.
Mhm.
And I'd be like, okay, like I know nothing, teach me. Like, why is this like upsetting to you? Why is this?
Yeah, I think you're very open.
Yeah.
Love it. See, I've just grown up with that.
Yeah.
So like it just, I don't know. My school was like 50% not Caucasian.
I
So.
graduated with like 3 people that weren't white.
I have one.
She's
in
not
my
kidding,
grade.
by the way.
No, I believe it. Yeah, one. Yeah, that's
I have
crazy.
one.
Bernard.
Two.
Oh,
Probably.
Bernard.
Oh.
Ruben. Ruben. Technically, like Anthony didn't graduate though. And like a few other didn't graduate.
How about what social class do you guys consider yourself?
upper middle class.
Probably that.
Yeah. Has this like changed throughout your life? Have you moved up, down?
We've probably moved
We
up.
moved up.
I was gonna say probably mom. Yeah, they moved
Yeah.
up.
We've definitely, yeah. But I feel like we've always been in the middle class somewhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just varying degrees of the middle class.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's most people. That is the very high. How many times have you guys moved throughout your life? Well, like as a family.
As a family?
As
Zero.
a family, none.
None. We have lived in the same house. They have both came home
Yeah.
to the same house. We've never left.
No, they didn't.
I, on the other hand, have moved a lot
Yeah.
before I got to Beltline. But
Yeah.
you probably didn't move very much, though.
Is he like a little squirrel?
Has your economic status influenced how you receive healthcare? Like,
No, because it just got changed like 5 times in the last year.
Well, I was going to say, I'm not sure that my economic status has changed my healthcare, but I would say the healthcare
yeah.
system has changed
Yeah.
the
mean,
way
our
I look
healthcare
at
hasn't gotten any
healthcare.
better or worse. for us.
Because,
We definitely pay more every year. It goes up.
well, not even that, but ever since we went to HSA, I definitely because I'm going to pay until I reach the
yeah.
deductible. I'm very conscientious of, well, I'm not going to go unless I really, really need to go, or kind of wait and see,
Yeah.
like if you twist an
Well,
ankle, you kind of wait
She
and see
just
how,
shopped around for an MRI.
yeah, shop around and
Yeah.
actually,
So, I mean, you're not like spending money at free will.
No.
correct,
But,
you actually
but
do
when
the
you need
research.
it, you know. Like,
Yeah. I'm still going to do it if you definitely need it,
Yeah.
but you're going to kind of weigh out your options probably
Yeah.
before you do it.
That makes sense.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Has a job ever had a significant effect on your life?
Yes.
We probably should not ask either one of us. We've been doing the same jobs for a very long time, and I think both of us are getting tired of those.
Well, you're.
Each day for me can be a little bit different.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, there are some things that just not good.
Good.
That too.
All right, we'll go to a new topic. What religion or spirituality are you?
Catholic.
And then is this different from like extended family members or like when you grew up?
My family is a Catholic.
Catholic. Mom's just Christian, but
Yeah, I grew up non-denominational, but still Christian. Became Catholic. And
Before we
probably
got
now going almost full circle and looking at going back to more of a non-denominational faith.
Well, there you go.
So that's
married. I'm fine with it.
Does
that's
this
not any change.
religious or spiritual have an impact on your daily life?
no. I wouldn't say we're.
Very religious.
I would not say we're super religious.
Do any like religious activities keep your family intact, like church
No.
on Christmas or?
Yes,
in the barn.
we always
Yes,
go
we
to
do,
church on
Mom.
Christmas.
Us being confirmed and everything. like that. I mean, like, I'm not saying like I was forced to be confirmed. I don't
Yeah.
like regret being confirmed, but it did definitely like make Grandma Holler happy, and like it probably would have made her not very happy if we wouldn't have done it.
Very much so.
So like it would have caused like a divide. It would have.
Yeah.
Good point.
Like there is definitely like, and like yeah, like Christmas. Like if we don't go to like.
I mean,
That's
even just
weird.
celebrating those
Yeah.
holidays in general are technically kind of
And then
religious.
Grandma Holler's
so,
gonna ask us like if we did it.
yeah, so like just getting together for holidays like that.
Yes, we do. We do that. You're right.
But like, but if Cole or Maddie decide not to be religious, like it wouldn't
We're not gonna be exiled from the
Like,
family.
No.
tear apart the family though. So
Nope.
get where you're saying no.
Yes.
But
Oh yeah, immediate family no.
no, yeah.
But there's
The only one would be Irma George.
And she would actually even be fine.
No, she'd
She's
be fine.
gotten way more
She just says, "I'll pray for
relaxed
you."
about it. She would prefer that you
Yeah.
went, but if you didn't, she's not going to like
Jack,
disown
take the
you.
comfy
Yeah.
stuff.
She stopped asking.
Yeah,
She
does.
just
Yeah, she doesn't ask us to go to church anymore.
if you were to ever have like a significant illness in the family, do you think like your religious practices would help that at all? Like, do you think you
Help
might
it? Or-
become more religious or like?
I think we would use our religious practice. I think it's a difference of
I mean,
belief
not necessarily help
if
it,
it
but
would
like
work, yeah.
the mindset.
But,
I
like,
guess.
Grandpa-
Help your mindset.
Or
Like,
It
Grandpa-
was huge for Grandpa. It was,
Grandpa had a father come in
Yeah.
a few times.
Well, with Dude and
yeah, I mean, their faith is definitely
Yeah,
them.
and
And
then,
I would
like-
think in general, I think you
I
would.
think it would.
I think we all
think
do.
it
For
would.
like,
I
if,
think we'd kind of revert back to.
Yeah. Like
even if it's not even like an
Way
actual
to
like
raise-
if crisis. I think
Yeah.
in general, like if anybody's stressed out about something, we kind
Yeah.
of, I don't know, we're not like strict on it, but we can go back to it and be like, okay.
yeah. All right, done with the heavy topic. What type of environment do you live in? Like a neighborhood, a house. You're not
Country-ish,
country-ish.
Rural,
rural.
Yeah.
small,
Yeah, that way.
very small community. Because, well, we just had like 13 houses.
No problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you
that's
put
it.
them on your lap, let's lay on your lap.
I do know, but. Do you have any community services within your neighborhood or community that you take advantage of?
No.
No.
No. Are
Our
you-
services happens in person.
Yeah. Are you comfortable within your neighborhood?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Probably too.
Probably too comfortable. We know all of our neighbors because, like
Yeah.
you said, there's only a few houses.
It's
and
like
therefore
country-ish
everybody
because it's like
knows
our development,
everybody.
and then
Yeah.
like a development kind of close to ours.
Does your community fit the needs of your family members, like with healthcare, social network, schools? Like,
Yes.
you don't have to like worry about that type of stuff.
No.
for now. No. Okay, now we're going to talk about developmental stuff. So, what stage would you consider your family to be in?
What are our options?
Okay, so I mean, just knowing your family, it's like you're at the stage where you guys are grown up, you've had kids, and like they're slowly moving out. Like you're getting
so
to be like
what
empty
stage are
nesters.
we in? Okay, yeah. So
Like,
what
like,
stage are
type
we all
family?
in, right? Yes. So we're at the stage in our life that the kids are almost grown,
Yeah.
almost gone,
they're gonna be
and
empty.
we're starting to look at our jobs and say, well, how long are we going to do this? When are we going to retire? We're kind of
Yeah.
at that stage.
You're not at the retirement stage, but like
You
But
could
you
see
started
the
to think-
light.
You can see it in the distance. It's there. We're far closer to that
Yeah.
than the other way,
yeah.
if that makes sense.
Maddie, what stage are you at in life?
I don't know. I'm just getting my education and
Becoming an adult.
yeah,
Slowly.
educating myself, becoming an adult, learning how to make it through my way. Okay.
What about you, Cole?
Going on to college.
Yeah.
Moving out.
You're gonna learn how to be independent.
Just figuring that out.
Slowly working on that.
Okay, so what type of tasks, we'll go more like first towards like at home, like what type of tasks do you do in your normal daily life? Like what does a day look like?
What does a day look like?
Yeah.
Get up, go to work.
Yeah.
And then what?
And then if there's things to get done around the house, then
Well,
just
you normally
normal chores,
You
make
normally
supper.
make supper.
Yeah.
If it's summer, you're normally cutting the grass.
Mhm. Then it's finding a football, baseball, golf,
Yeah.
hockey game on TV or something.
And then
That's how my
normally,
evening ends.
yeah. So normally I get up and I get ready for work, and then I make somebody's lunch and somebody's breakfast.
She does it willingly.
Sometimes your lunch. And then I go to work, but I'm usually gone more hours in the day, which is one of the reasons that he makes dinner and stuff. Because if we waited for me, we would be eating much later. So I get home usually later. Then we usually sit down and eat, and then I clean up from that and maybe throw in a little laundry. But usually then sit down and watch whatever or play something on my pad.
Maddie?
I either wake up super, super early and have to go to work. I mean, if I'm not working, I'm at school or CADA.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm, it's all, I'm either working or I'm at school or I'm at CADA or I'm sleeping or doing homework. And if I'm not doing any of those things, you guys probably know what I'm doing.
Fill in the blanks.
Yeah. How about for you, Paul?
Get up, either go. Well, I'll either go play basketball or lift before school, and go to school, and then sports after school, and then when it's not sports, go home, do homework.
Maddie, well, so I guess this could be for everyone. Like, is your family accepting of each other's career choices?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, has Maddie's career choice, like, was everyone accepting of, like, her going to school for being a social worker?
We just wanted her to go to school. She could choose whatever she wanted to do.
That's a bad question. Dad, do you want me to be a social worker?
I just said if you want to do child protection, I just said feel free to do it when you're ready to move on.
Has, like, you being a cop caused stress? Or, like,
You'd have to ask them.
well,
I know
yeah.
there was a point in time that
Like,
just before I went to days, I would have probably quit if I didn't get my day shift because I was getting tricked.
He couldn't sleep. So
Yeah.
therefore, if you can't sleep when you work nights
Mhm.
all the time, after when he was younger, it was okay. He could adjust. But as he got older, it got harder to adjust to the different times,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which meant he wasn't sleeping, which then made him add on the cranky side.
No, I just think that Dad gets like nervous with that profession that like I chose sometimes. Or like I'll be like, I had to go on a call out today and I did a house visit and he's like,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great.
But I think you're right, though. I think he's okay with the job. He just worries about you.
Yeah.
I think that's probably more it than anything.
Mhm.
So would you consider this to cause stress on your family, or is it like minimalistic that it doesn't?
I think it's minimal.
Oh, they're vacuuming. I was like, what in the heck?
Okay, so what you guys described your family as being really close. So would you consider that you guys all have like very strong attachments with each other? Do some people have like more than others?
I mean, I think we probably all have like a good relationship. I know Mom and I mean, we talk every day.
I'm probably with Cole more, but that's because he's home.
Yeah. But I mean, we all talk to each other like.
Yeah, I think we're all attached to each other, though. I
Yeah.
feel like
Cole and I
Because
talk
if
on the
I'm
phone
not
at least
there,
like
you
once
guys
a
are-
month, even if it's only for 2 minutes. And Dad and I talk at least once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all talk. Yeah. You guys always call him
Cole never answers.
She does say, "Oh, they're calling me. I'm not gonna answer." answer.
That's what I'm around now.
I'm
It's totally around.
Yeah, when we're hanging out and we're watching TV, I was like, I'm coming back.
But I actually knew that she usually tells me.
Well, yeah,
Like,
because if I answer,
I was busy with the girls.
if I answer and I say, oh, I'm hanging out, she's like, oh, yeah, I'll let you go.
Okay, so how do you and your family handle emotional conversations or like really emotional topics? Do you consider yourselves to be open?
Yeah.
I was gonna say we sit
Yeah.
down and talk about it though.
Yeah.
Nobody's really allowed to like.
And if you don't want to talk about it, you talk about it on the car ride.
Yep.
Oh,
That's Steven's
That's my
favorite
thing.
trick.
Oh, jeez.
All rights are the best because they can't get away.
That's what my mom was. She used to take my brother to school in the mornings before he got his driver's license.
Right.
And then after it, she's like, I never talked to
I have not like thought about that all the time. That's really true.
Yeah.
Car rides, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all talk. I mean, probably like at one, there was definitely a point in time like we never talked about anything like that, but we gotta.
Like, as you grew up, do you think
Yeah.
that changed?
Oh yeah.
I think as you get, I think I see it with you already. As you get older, you do talk even more.
Mm-hmm. Who tends to start the conversations about feelings? Usually.
I think it
Or
just
like-
depends on what it is and what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah. But there's not one person that would
No, I don't
always
think so.
like,
It depends
bring it
who's
up
having the
first.
feeling issue, I guess, is what I
Yeah.
would say, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's nothing. It just depends. Varies every time.
Can you guys tell when one of you is like sad or happy?
Like just
Yes.
by their like
Yeah,
verbal.
I like to think we can.
Non-verbals.
I think so. Yeah.
I
I
like to
think so.
think we know.
Even if like, yeah, most of the time like we maybe were assuming wrong that they're not happy, but most of the time we're right. If somebody's not happy with something or they're not doing good.
We try.
We always know when something's wrong with Cole because he stops smiling and he smiles all the time.
I know. I almost said that the other day on a Facebook picture. Watching the football game, I was like, "Wow, Cole's not smiling. You know it's bad."
Okay, how do you handle verbal communication in your family? You kind of said you consider yourselves to be very open.
we communicate really well.
I think
Like
we
nobody's
just-
screaming, nobody's yelling,
no, we just talk. We talk.
nobody's like being inappropriate with the things that they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Is there somebody that's the most clear, most like they'll always tell you how it is in the family versus not?
You two, go ahead.
I don't know.
I don't know. They'll both do it.
Okay. What do you consider to be the best way for you guys all to have conversations within your family?
Just let it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, don't force a conversation if it's not going to happen.
I'm always used to question us when we sit down for dinner.
Yeah,
That's
one good thing and one bad thing.
And
That
they had to
happened that
answer.
day.
That's smart.
They just have
I
to-
actually do that with my shelter kids when I get home from school. It's a rose and a thorn now. That's what we call it.
Well, that's always the way you can get sometimes bad things out, even if they're not big bad things. But if something bad happened, then it's you open.
Okay, so how would you consider your non-verbal communication to be? Like, is anybody really good at hiding like how they're feeling?
No, we're not. None of us are very good at that. We're kind of open books.
You just turn the TV on and don't hear it.
Our nonverbals are pretty intense. We all like a lot of our I feel like actually a lot of our like conversations are with our like facial expressions or like especially our hand movements are
It's mom.
very nonverbal oriented.
I just need my hands to talk. That has nothing to do with anything.
Is there somebody who shows the most distress in the family that gets like more happy about certain things or more like sad or upset about certain things?
Mom probably she shows probably the most emotion.
That's just
That's just
maybe because of work right now.
but not not in an inappropriate way. Like if
Yeah,
mom's
just
excited
saying-
about like if she's excited about something like Cole and I did something like she's gonna be like excited for us and she's not gonna like
Yeah, it's good
she's
or
not
bad.
gonna turn it down like
Yeah.
make it anything like smaller than it actually is.
Mhm.
And like if she's sad, she's sad. She just doesn't like, I don't know, like that kind of thing.
Okay, so there are two types of communication. So there's linear communication and circular communication. And linear is just like if something's wrong, you just like say it and then like talk about it and move on. And then circular is kind of like going around it and like not in a bad way, but just like openly talking about something until you like get to the bottom of it.
I think we're pretty straightforward.
I was gonna say, I think we're way more
Yeah.
linear than we are circular.
Other way takes
Well, you know.
But you guys are still able to have
It's a
like
res-
conversations.
It's
Like
respectful linear. It's not,
Yeah. yeah, like it's not like just saying one thing and then it's done. Like it's still.
No, but we just get
You're
more to the heart of
straightforward.
it and then have the
And then
conversation,
conversation
not take the
after.
time to get to it. Let's
Yeah.
get to it and carry on, like deal with whatever it is.
Okay, and how would you consider yourselves to handle problem solving?
I think we share the task.
Problem solving?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we're very, I don't want to sound black and white because that sounds so harsh, but we do just decide, right? You just
Well, we're kind of on
you
the same
just
page on everything.
decide and you
Okay.
move forward.
And if not, we discuss it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, well, I'm not done with it.
Poor kitty.
I think he's part raccoon. Do you feel how he has a creepy tail at the end? It doesn't hurt him.
Okay, is there someone who normally notices problems first and brings them up, or do you just kind of like all realize it together?
No, I think it depends what's going on. Sometimes you'll notice things I don't notice, and sometimes I notice things that you don't, especially like as far as the kids will go.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we bounce back and forth. I think it just depends. And I think some of that depends who's busier with things outside of the family at the time. So like if you're really busy with a bunch of other things like work or whatever, I may not pick up on something, and then but you will,
If
you
I
will,
see
and
something,
you'll
we'll
fill
talk
it. You'll
about
fill in the
We'll
blanks.
Let each other know what we
So
see, don't see,
Mm-hmm.
and then just come out and ask. Find out if we're right or not.
So what roles would you consider everyone in your family to have, like a caregiver or
Well, there's, I mean, a lot of people have been talking about like the breadwinner, like who's like bringing in the money and all that stuff for the family.
I know she makes more, but I don't know if we,
Yeah, it's hard when like, I mean, when both parents are
if we
working.
like, there's not like I'm the breadwinner.
Yeah.
and-
we're also not like a lot of people though. So a lot of
Yeah.
people will keep their finances and things separate. We never have. So ever since we were both working, we've only ever had a checkbook. Everything goes into one, and we, so we don't label one per se the breadwinner over the other.
Mhm.
We try to divvy up tasks. I mean,
I don't know. That's a hard question.
Yeah, and I feel like if it's different with your family, because a lot of people
We
say
don't- not
like,
just-
oh, my mom's the
Yeah.
caregiver. 'Cause
Like
she
nobody in our
cooks,
family
she
has
cleans,
one
she
individual
does
like an
everything.
identity of like this is what they do part
Ours,
of.
ours constantly
So-
moves.
the one
It just
difference
depends
that,
on-
and one of the reasons probably why is, well, I should go back to Dean's job because Dean worked nights.
Mhm.
When the kids were babies, he always had them part of the time because they only ever went to daycare part-time
Yeah.
because he worked 12-hour shifts, so he was working on
I'd
the
have days
weekend and
off
then he
during
would
the
have
week.
a couple of days off during the week. So I've always worked Monday through Friday, but
Mhm.
he didn't. So I think in some ways our relationship is different because he's always had to also be a caregiver to the kids
Yeah.
and not just
Yeah.
the mom because
Yeah, that's one thing. Like I never expected like, oh, I have to go to my mom for this because like when I was like younger, I don't know, like
Yeah.
mom and dad, they both took care of us.
except for his hair, her hair. Robin had to come.
Yep, he didn't do her ponytails.
Robin had to do ponytails. for her. But yeah, so I mean, I think that makes a difference though.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Okay, the next question I feel like will kind of be this similar to as it has been, but who do you got, like, so Maddie and Cole, who do you normally go to talk to in your family?
Probably mom, but that doesn't mean like the stuff I talk to with mom about, I wouldn't talk to my dad about.
Right.
Whoever's there.
Ex Cole's there.
Do any of the family roles cause stress within your family?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Are you stressed out?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess sort of still more for Maddie and Cole. So is there anyone in your family that you would consider to have like more power or influence over you?
Like mom and dad wise? No.
Yeah, or like grandparents or
I mean, I think that they all, I mean, like, my mom and my dad and, like, probably, like, my grandpa Denny.
Since
They all have, like,
moved
probably-
back into,
yeah.
like, since they moved into town, they've definitely
They have, like,
been there more.
a bigger influence on me. No, but, like, one more than the other, though. Like, yes. That kind of answers it.
so would you consider like your parents to both be kind of equal?
Mm-hmm. And then my grandpa, probably my grandpa. Too, I mean.
Okay. Is there anyone in your family who you would consider to make most of the decisions?
Like, everyone makes decisions.
Yeah, I think it's a joint
You don't have a
effort.
dictator.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
usually talk about everything or discuss it.
Yeah.
There's no spot.
Is there anyone?
Unless dad brings a dog home.
Or it doesn't hear
That is a true statement.
Do you guys have any beliefs within your family that kind of like make you live like day to day?
Or like some type of
Like
a,
values.
Like a
beliefs.
saying, yeah, like
Yeah.
I guess
values.
some type of like that. Probably, but
With,
I think
like-
all the people are like
with,
some
like,
type on or anything.
Juge would be like,
When
when
last.
last.
I don't think we have anything per se like
For-
win last,
For us though.
but I feel like in general, it's be good to each other. Those,
Yeah.
like it's not like we plastered on a wall, but everybody was raised to be nice to each other and
Mhm.
basically everyone, right? And treat
Mhm.
people like you want to be treated, and those kinds of things.
Flip it around though.
Hey, you're not done. No napping.
So when you have problems within your family, do these like be good to each other and do your values like come into play?
Yeah, I do too.
Like if there was like a fight, do you
Yeah.
think you'd kind of all come to realize like, okay,
I definitely think back to those core things and go,
yeah. On video.
I was said it quietly.
So we kind of touched on this earlier, but do you have any like supportive services or places where you would go to that you would consider to be like a big part of your family?
No, I don't really
Family-
think we would turn
Not,
to
no,
any
not as a
services.
family. No.
Well, the only thing we would do is turn to like for us would just be other family members, I think, but not any services. But yeah, you could say what you're doing now. Right? No.
Well, as a family, I think I was just thinking as like a family system, probably not. But like, I mean, me like as an individual, like I have like my own services and
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so is there anyone in your family that kind of always starts arguments or is like causes problems?
I don't think anyone really causes problems. We all kind of just like pick on each other, but it's not in a way that actually is like.
When dad doesn't hear things.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
It bothers mom a lot.
And then it'll turn into like an actual argument.
Yeah.
But it's just like I do hear things. And she's like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
So whenever there is an argument, does anyone take like sides, like two certain people like always like if it's just a like making a decision like two people disagree, like does anyone kind of tend to agree together and like just always come together?
I don't think so.
I don't think anybody takes sides. I think no.
I think we all just communicate about like
Well,
We all state whatever our opinion is about it, and then kind of just come to a conclusion, like, based on that, I guess. It's not like whose side.
What were you gonna say?
well, no, I was just gonna say, like, there will be things like, I mean, and these are little things.
Oh yeah,
like,
those are small. Like,
well, like, okay, well, we'll say something, right? And
Cole will be
you
like,
won't
oh,
have
Dad.
heard it. And then I'll say, well, yes, you did, and you'll say, no, you didn't say it. Well, then Cole will take my side and at least like back me up that I did say it. It's not
Yeah,
like
like,
it's
little
not
stuff
like
like
taking
that, I guess.
sides. I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Or like
I
when
don't.
mom's being funny, just so stuff, and dad's always picking on her.
Yeah,
And then like we'll realize it's just funny.
right.
Like, pick
Yeah,
sides
So
on
that's
that.
they'll
like
they will
serious
take
things.
sides. So no, they're not serious things,
Yeah.
but they'll like take sides in
Yeah.
a fun way. I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay, and then this is the last question. Are there any events in your life that have caused your family to go closer together? Any really big events?
Well, your dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad.
His dad was
Passing
sick and passed away. Your brother, fighting
His cancer. Yeah.
his cancer.
And then just us getting older and
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
all that fun stuff.
Mhm. So you would consider going to college, bringing your family closer
Yeah.
together rather than like more distant?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
for
I
sure.
think so.
I would agree too.
Is there anything that has made your family more distant?
Other than distance does make families distant. It's
Mhm.
just because it's harder when they're not,
There.
You
Right
just
there.
kind of
you know,
grow apart because they're not involved with what they're doing, and you
Yeah.
don't know.
because they're doing their
Mhm.
thing, you're doing your thing, and they're in two separate states. Like my brother and I are close, and I could pick up the phone at any time and call him, and he would be, right there and really supportive. But we live two very separate lives. But that's
Yeah.
because they're in
Yeah.
Georgia and we're here. So
Mm-hmm. Well, do you have any other questions for us?
no.
You did great.